Magsiupo muna tayo at ba, parang naaalala ko yung mga kampanya. Parang kahapon lamang na magano ng mga isinisigaw namin. Alam nyo ba, ang sigaw ninyo dito, kahit na nasa San Francisco kayo, naririnig po namin yan sa Pilipinas. Kaya tumalakas ang loob namin. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Hindi po ako makapagsimula na hindi magpasalamat sa suportang binigay ninyo sa amin nung nakarang halalan. At ito yung nagpakita na talagang yung ating hangarin na ipagkaisa ang madlang Pilipino ay nagiging totoo. At nakikita na natin mga Pilipino na talagang ang pangangailangan ay magkaisa at sabay-sabay. Tayo, pare-pareho ang tinutunguan natin at sabay-sabay tayong nagtatrabaho at nagtutulungan para maging mapayapa, para maging matagumpay ang ating mga kapwa Pilipino at ang ating minamahal na Pilipinas. Kaya't maraming salamat uli. At ang ibabawi ko na lang po sa inyo, ang isusukli ko na lang sa inyo ay lahat po ng aming maaring gawin upang tulungan ang Pilipinas. Kasama po kayo dyan. Ang OFW ng Pilipinas napakalaking bahagi ngayon ng aming mga pinaplano. Dahil sa lahat ng kahirapan na dinaanan ng Pilipinas, pagka nagkakaroon ng financial crisis na ganyang klase, nung nangyari na ilang taon, ay umaasa ang Pilipinas sa mga padala ng ating mga OFW. At kayo ang bumubuhay sa ekonomiya ng Pilipinas kapag tayo ay naghihirap. Kaya naman, napakahalaga ng inyong katungkulan sa inyong, hindi lamang sa inyong mga pamilya, kundi pati na sa inyong mga kababayan at sa inyong bansa. Kaya kailangan magpasalamat kami sa inyong lahat. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Na imbag na rabi. Maraming salamat. Thank you once again for the very warm welcome that you have given to me and my official family, the entire Philippine delegation to San Francisco. I am here upon the invitation of the President Joe Biden to participate in the 2023 APEC Economic Leaders Meeting. But before I meet the leader of the world's largest and most important economic region, I thought that I should first meet with our kababayans here in the Bay Area. At balita ko, mayroon pa raw dumating na ating mga kababayan na nanggaling mula pa Nevada, as far from Alaska, Northern Nevada. Malayong, meron pa daw nandito galing sa Alaska. Aba, sa Washington State. Puro iba sa lahat yung buong West Coast, representative na dito. Oregon, meron pa rin tayong mga kasamahan galing sa Oregon. Kumusta po kayo? At para sana naman naging maayos ang inyong pagbiyahe rito. At maraming salamat at nakahanap kayo ng oras upang para makapiling namin kayong lahat. I am very grateful for I will thank you for the overwhelming vote of confidence that you gave me and Vice President Inday Sara Duterte in the last election. You delivered the Marcos Duterte tandem while setting the highest voter turnout in absolute numbers in the entire Americas region. Sa inyong nag-uumapaw na pagtitiwala at pagmamahal, maraming salamat po. Ngayon, dahil hindi kami makapunta rito, dahil nung panahon na, COVID pa, hindi pa masyado makapagbiyahe, hindi kami nakaapak dito sa San Francisco nung panahon ng kampanya. So, allow us to relive the election experience through this small event this evening. I am both honored and humbled to follow the footsteps of my late father, President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, who first visited San Francisco in 1966, first year of his presidential administration. My father considered San Francisco as an important city, not only because it is home to a very significant Filipino population, but also because this city has always been the historical, cultural, and economic link of the Philippines to the continental United States. It is for this reason that in 1974, during my father's time, the Philippine government purchased a set of buildings off Union Square in downtown area, now known as the Philippine Center in San Francisco. Our permanent presence in San Francisco shows our commitment to the Philippines' long-standing ties with the Bay Area, the Silicon Valley, and California as a whole, and the surrounding states. There are now more than 4 million Filipinos and Filipino Americans in the U.S., of which 1.3 reside in the jurisdiction of the Consul General of San Francisco. Out of that figure, around 700,000 of our kababayans live and work here in the Bay Area. 436 years na since the first recorded arrival and presence of Filipinos, the so-called Luzones Indios or Luzon natives. Marami doon, Ilocano pa. At nasa ugali talaga namin na hinahanap kahit saan pupunta ng trabaho. Pero nasa simula, sa Hawaii, marami sa amin ang nailipat dito para magtrabaho. Mula noon, sunod-sunod na lahat na ng Pilipino. Palagay ko, lahat ng probinsya ng buong Pilipinas ay represented dito sa Amerika. The Filipinos that is why Filipinos and Filipino Americans can be found in various sectors of American economy, society, and media, as well as politics and government. Filipino Americans have emerged successful in elections across many Bay Area cities, including South San Francisco, the host city for our gathering this evening, led by the PhilAm Mayor Flor Nicolas, who is with us tonight. We also have elected officials, Filipino American elected officials in Alaska, in Washington State. Of course, we take pride in the accomplishments of Filipino Americans in statewide elected positions, including Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes and the Bay Area's very own California Attorney General Rob Bonta. Dahan-dahan talaga nararamdaman natin ang Filipino community sa lahat, in all walks of life. It has always been, you can always find, ang biro, lahat ng makausap ko ng mga leader, mga pangulo, mga prime minister, lagi nilang sinasabi, kahit saan kami pumunta, meron kaming nakikitang Pilipino. Yun ang hinahanap namin dahil silang magaling magtrabaho, dahil silang masisipag, sila ang maaasahan. Sila ang mga hari at reyna ng overtime. Kaya naman ang napakaganda po ng reputasyon dahil sa inyo. Dahil sa inyo, napakaganda ng reputasyon ng Pilipinas, ng Pilipino. Na tayong lahat ay basta't nasasabi, magdadala, naghahanap sila ng at every level, kahit na unskilled labor, skilled labor, professional, lahat, at every level, hinahanap nila Pilipino. Dahil nga, may kilala na tayo na ang mga Pilipino ay maaasahan at matulungin kahit na hindi kasama sa trabaho, nagtutulungan at napakasipag at hindi mapagkatiwalaan. And that's one of the most important things that people say. Ngayon, ang nangyari pa, during COVID-19, Americans experienced firsthand the Filipino way of caring and acting on the needs of others. 1 in every 5 nurses here in the West Coast are trained in the Philippines. Our Filipino nurses, our doctors, our first responders, essential workers have all demonstrated the timeless Filipino virtues of malasakit, pakikipagkapwa, at ang bayanihan. We are all grateful for your selfless service to humanity, and we look up to you as role models for future generations of Filipinos and Filipino Americans. Dahil sa inyo, napakasarap at napakadali at napakatotoo na maisigaw, proud to be a Pinoy. We recognize the hard work of overseas Filipinos in the U.S. In 2022, the health workers in Philippines injected $4.89 billion to the Philippine economy in cash remittances, making the United States the Philippines' biggest single source of remittances. Talagang naramdam namin sa Pilipinas, kahit hindi tayo nagsasama na madalas, ramdam na ramdam namin ang inyong pagmamahal hindi lamang sa inyong mga pamilya, kung hindi sa inyong bansa at sa inyong mga kababayan. So we take pride in the achievements of young Filipino Americans, including the Bay Area, Serena Bolden, who exemplified Pinay pride. She made history in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup as the Philippines' ever goal scorer in a soccer World Cup. We also commend the rising number of Filipino Americans in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley now active as partners in Philippine development and nation building, sharing their expertise, their experience, their resources with up-and-coming Filipino startups and innovators. I know that you all came to the United States for many different reasons, mostly economic. You sought greener pastures and better life for yourselves and for your families. But this did not stop you from giving back to your homeland, to the Philippines. Last July, I met around 300 of you who took part in the 2023 very important Pinoy or VIP tour, where the Philippine Consulate of San Francisco served as the lead coordinator. I believe that many of the VIP tour participants are also with us here tonight. So maybe could you make yourselves known? Kayo yung nakapagbisita dun sa amin. Listening to your stories during that call that we had in the Heroes Hall of Malacanang, I cannot help but feel proud of your achievements. Be grateful for all that you do that create a positive image of the Philippines and of the Filipino people in America. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, pinatutunayan ninyo na kayo ang mga bagong bayani ng ating salinlahi. Kaya naman, sa bagong Pilipinas na ating itinataguyod, nais ng inyong pamahalaan na suklian ang inyong pagsusubikap upang bigyan ng mas magandang bukas ang ating mga anak. Since its inception in 1989, the Philippines has been an active participant in the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, because we believe that a more integrated and inclusive Asia-Pacific region will bring about economic prosperity for our people. The Philippines has hosted APEC twice, once in 1996 and again in 2015, to show our country's commitment to free and fair trade in our region. I am happy to say that this year's APEC Leaders Meeting is being held now in San Francisco, the global center of high technology and innovation. We would like to attract more investments and increase foreign direct investments in the Philippines. Investments from the United States have seen an upward trend of $6.2 billion in 2022, or a 15.7% increase from 2021. In addition, California is an important trade and investment partner of the Philippines. Our country is also important to the state, as it has been the most popular destination for greenfield investment from our country. On the sidelines of the APEC meetings, my delegation will conduct business meetings in San Francisco to seek mutually beneficial exchanges and partnerships. Our presence in the Bay Area this week also supports the development of Philippine innovation ecosystem in line with the National Innovation Agenda Framework. Alam niyo po, dito sa pagbabago ng ating ekonomiya, marami tayong hinaharap na panibagong suliranin. At tayo naman ay umaasa na ang teknolohiya ang magdadala ng mga solusyon dyan. Kaya naman, tinitignan po natin kung ano ang mga bagong dinidevelop dito sa Amerika at sa ibang lugar para tayo ay matulungan at para natin maibago at pagandahin, make more efficient, make life easier for those who are dealing in the digital world, and to increase connectivity para lahat ng ating mga kababayan, kahit na nasa malayo, nasa bundok sila na malayo, ay meron silang internet. Yan po ang ating ginagawa at marami po namang tumutulong sa atin. Ngayon, pag ating nabuo na at masasabi natin na ang karamihan ng Pilipino ay may internet na, aayusin po natin ang digitalization ng gobyerno upang ganun nga maging mas madali ang ating mga ginagawa with the government, with the private sector, and with the ordinary citizen. Energy security, especially clean energy, is also a priority of this administration. And as such, we will have business meetings by the Philippine delegation in this regard. By the end of the 4-day visit to San Francisco, we hope to have witnessed the signing of agreements with various American businesses in the fields of digital infrastructure and connectivity, renewable energy, electronics manufacturing, health, and tourism, among others. As we begin our mission here in San Francisco, I once again ask our Filipino community in the Bay Area and the Pacific Northwest for your full support as your government works to build a resilient, sustainable, and inclusive future for our people back home. Let us remain united and firm towards our common goal, so that together we will be able to leave behind a new Philippines that our children and our grandchildren deserve. Muli, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagdating. Mabuhay ang mga Pilipino dito sa Amerika. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.